I got several gold rings here, a few pull tabs, and some coins there. I got some honking gold rings here too, white gold rings, big white gold rings. Some larger sizes of yellow gold rings, 14 karat, right? Now I'm going to show you the difference between these two machines. Both machines are really good on gold. Both machines are really good on coins. But I'm going to show you the difference between having several hundred tones or 50 tones, right? Or even 3 tones, right? And not all pull tabs are created equal, right? You get a lot of different VDI numbers on pull tabs. You get a lot of different VDI numbers on zinc pennies. A lot of different VDI numbers on dimes. And if you're in 50 tone on the Equinox, you're going to have some jumpy tones on those on-edge coins and your on-edge pull tabs and your on-edge gold rings, right? On the Deus, not so much. Full tones, you have several hundred tones in full tones, right? So you're going to get a much more stable tone. You're not going to get a very stable ID on it if you're looking at the numbers and everything. But on the Equinox, even in 50 tone, you're going to get a really bouncy signal on these coins and these rings if they're on edge. And I'll show you that right now, right? You see me using the Deus and calling all these coins and bottle caps and you know, I can't call rings. Nobody can call rings, right? Nobody can call jewelry. I can call jewelry sometimes, but very seldom will I be able to call jewelry out, because jewelry is odd shaped. A lot of times they're odd shaped and really small, sometimes on their edge. And this is the reason why you dig everything, right? Right here, this is the instance, right here. This is the video to watch. You know, hopefully it opens your eyes up. This video opens your eyes up to just to dig everything that beeps, man. Oh, got to go down on my gain because the EMI is horrible, right? I'll go start out in Park 1 here, right? Try a dime right here, clad dime. 26, right? 25, you know? Now I'll start rotating this coin. Different angles, right? Right? I'm right above the coil. It's on its edge, right? Now I'll rotate it a little bit. Now it goes up in numbers, higher than the 26, right? Here's a nickel. Just a clad nickel right here, right? 13, right? 13. It's very difficult to do this with the Equinox because I have to look at the screen, and I'm in 50 tone right here, right? There's a nickel in my hand right here, right? Barely hitting it on its edge, right? Give me some really jumpy tones. Now I'll put it flat right here, right? Detectors will hit coins and rings really freaking good when they're laying flat in the ground. No matter how deep they are, right? They will sound really good. But once they just get a little bit of an angle on them, with most machines, you're gonna get some really jumpy tones. And if you're going for like a nickel and you have your tone break set in a weird spot, it's gonna be an even more broken tone, because if you're like in 5 tone, it's gonna be a very broken tone, right? You know, a lot of these guys on YouTube have these coin shooting programs and these coin and jewelry programs. You know, coins and jewelry are 2 different beasts. Coins read up pretty solid, right? Pretty solid if they're laying on their edge. Rings sometimes can be really jumpy. But when it comes to jewelry and rings, if they're on their edge, they're a lot more jumpier than coins. So the coins are pretty easy to hunt for, right? The jewelry and the rings, a little bit tougher here, right? On its edge, right? This nickel, right there, right? Now I'll go for a penny, right here. Zinc penny, right here. 21. Now I'll go to this edge right here. See? See? Going right over the coil there. If it's on this edge, it's going to be really jumpy in 50 tones, right? The numbers are going to be jumpy, and the tones are going to be really jumpy in 50 tone. 5 tones, the way to go if you're going for coins, you know, in high trash, you're probably going to want to use 5 tones. You know, 50 tones is pretty good on those deeper targets there in cleaner ground. But the pull tab, right? Look at the number right here. 16, right? Here's a different pull tab. 13, right? Just like a nickel, right? Here's a different pull tab right here. 15, right? Pull tabs aren't created equal, man. Neither are coins, neither are rings. Now I'll sweep this gold ring, honking gold ring right here. 17, 19, right? A little bit jumpy there, but I'll put it on this edge right here. I'll put it just an angle, just a little bit of an angle. I don't know if my camera's able to see it, but look at the numbers here, right? 15, right? Just like a pull tab. That is a honking freaking white gold ring right there, right? Same as numbers as a pull tab, same range as a pull tab. See a lot of these guys notching out pull tabs, trying to notch out pull tabs, and you just can't, man. You're always going to dig up pull tabs. And if you're not digging up pull tabs, you're going to get very few gold rings. 15, right? If it's on laying flat. Now we'll sweep it over the coil on its edge. And when they get deeper with the Equinox, once these targets get deeper, the tones really get jumpy, right? Another gold ring right here. 13, same as nickel. I'll put it on this edge. Right. Here's another honking gold ring right here. 16. Different angles, you know, I'm just kind of rotating it a little bit. Another gold ring right here. 13, put on this edge. This is why I always rotate on my targets. If I'm getting kind of a scratchy tone, I'll rotate on my target and see if it's gold ring on its edge, right? If you just bang over a target and you get a really jumpy tone there, it could be a gold ring that you're skipping up. So always rotate on it and dig it out, because if it beeps, dig it, right? In the gold range, if it beeps like that, dig it up. It takes a long time to get gold rings, you know. I mean, it's not easy getting the gold because you have to dig up a lot of junky signals, right? Another ring on its edge right here. Now I'll get it flat right here. Sounds like a nickel, right? And I have a lot of pull tabs that read up at 13 too. Another white gold ring right here, big one. 12. Actually a bigger white gold ring than that small yellow gold ring that I just swung over the coil there. This one's reading up lower, right? And it's a lot bigger ring, right? Now I'll put it on its edge. So they're just going to be jumpy, right? They're going to be jumpy. Here's an odd shaped gold ring Jim found, shot by the mower, right? Another gold ring right here. Laying flat, right there, on its edge. And part 2 favors the higher frequencies, so it's going to be a little bit more stable on these gold rings, right? Because the higher frequencies, you get a lot more stable tones, a lot more stable VDIs. Laying flat right here. Pull tab, right? Sounds like a pull tab. On its edge, right here. Sounds chunky, right? Another honking white gold ring right here. Flat right here. On its edge. Right? So you have to dig up a lot of iffy tones with the Equinox. And When they're on their edge, you're going to get a really broken tone with it. And I'll show you here with the Deus. The reason why I can get so many targets out fast, because I get stable tones. Because there's hundreds of tones that it's giving you, it can give you, right? Hundreds of tones. And when you have such a narrow range of VDI, range of VDI scale there, 50, it's going to give you a lot of broken tones there, right? If it's like laying on its edge or whatnot. Now let's go with these gold rings here. A lot of EMI here, so. But I don't have to drop my gain down with the Equinox, with the Deus, because this EMI that's giving me in full tones, hot program, that's not a target tone, right? That's just chatter in the background, right? With other machines, like if you have a 3-tone machine, that EMI is going to give you one of your 2 tones. Basically, if you have a 3-tone machine, it's going to be iron and then your mids and your highs, right? So it's actually only a 2-tone machine. Show you the coins first. Nickel right here, right? On its edge. It's giving the same tone as that laying flat, see? Right? I'm rotating it all the way around, right? I'm getting the same tone on that, so it's much more stable tones. Yeah, there's a lot of EMI here. I'll drop the gain down here a little bit. I never drop the gain down on the Deus. It's just not necessary. I'm just doing it for this video so it shuts it up a little bit. Or I could just put in a different frequency offset it here a little bit. Quieted it up, right? 13 kilohertz frequency, right? This is that dime, right? I'm rotating it all the way. See that? I'm even going further away, watch. I'm a long way away from it. I'm still getting that same tone. It's not a jumpy tone. And I'm in hot program here, which is full tones, which has hundreds and hundreds of tones with it, right? And it's still giving me a solid tone right there, even when it's on its edge, right? Right here, zinc penny. It's all about the tones with the Deus. Sure, it might be jumpy numbers. If you're looking at jumpy numbers, you're going to be frustrated. Go by the tones, man. Dig everything up, right? And with the Deus, I get different tones with all the coins. Basically, all the coins give me different numbers or different tones, right? I'm just rotating it, see? I'm even going further away from it, right? Still giving me those same exact tones, no matter what angle it's at, right? Go with the pull tab here, right? These pull tabs read up different too, even on the Deus, right? So you got it. There's no way to get around digging up pull tabs. If you're going for gold rings, dig the pull tabs up. Do not to discriminate, man. This gold ring right here, this is a tough one to find because it's a really odd shaped. A lot of times jewelry is odd shaped, so it's gonna, if it's on its edge or if it's even if it's laying flat, put it on its edge. See, on its edge. Still giving me the same tone for that, no matter what angle it's at, right? Another gold ring here, on its edge. Honking gold ring right here. On its edge. It's not a very quality tone, but it's still giving me the same tone, right? Another big white gold ring right here. It's on its edge now. Laying flat. Even out here, right? Big honking white gold ring right here. Right? On its edge. It's a little bit of broken tone, but it's still giving me that same tone, right? I'm gonna skip some of those, the rings there. It's Halloween, so we're gonna have some trick-or-treaters coming up here. 54 kilohertz.
You have a good evening. You look amazing. Thank you.
Some of these same gold rings here, right?
Look amazing.
Some of these same gold rings that I just swept over the Deus coil there. Listen to the tone now. I'm in 54 kilohertz. The higher frequencies really likes the gold, man. Another gold ring right here. On its edge. It's giving me the same tone. That's what I want to hear. I want a stable machine. I want stable tones, right? On its edge. This is a tougher ring to really hit on. A lot of machines struggle on this ring right here because it gives you a lot of broken tones. Even laying flat, you know, a lot of machines struggle on this one. Just for some reason. It's just such an odd shape, right? A lot of rings are odd shaped. On its edge, this white gold ring, it struggles. All the machines struggle with this white gold ring when it's on its edge, right? A lot of broken tones on that white gold ring. I'm turning it as I'm swinging over the coil there. So they're broken tones on the Equinox and not on the Deus. This is how I can freaking get so many more gold rings out with the Deus and a lot more coins out, no matter what angle they're at, no matter how deep they're at, because I'm getting the same tone on that. With the Deus, I've been getting a lot more gold rings and a lot more jewelry because the tones are more stable, right? With other machines, they're going to be really broken tones, those gold rings, and even anything on its edge. It's going to be broken tones, or you might not even hit it at all. That's why I always rotate on my targets. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.